Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening and welcome inside Central Cass High School in Castleton. I'm Josh Boyko with you on yourliveevent.com tonight as we get ready for the Wahpeton Huskies versus the Central Cass Squirrels, a rematch of what we had here last night, but this time we swing it over to the girls basketball matchup where we have the 4-3 Central Cass Squirrels, 1-2 within Region 1, taking on the Wahpeton Huskies visiting from down south, 2-4 on the season, 1-1 within the region. Thanks for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Make sure to like and subscribe for more of your favorite teams in free-to-watch sports action. We appreciate you, the viewer, and our sponsors here throughout each and every broadcast. A shout out to Bank North. We'll be sponsoring our scoreboard here tonight. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Well, we got a fun one on our hands here tonight after we had the boys game between these two teams last night, which went into an overtime thriller, a double-digit comeback by the Central Cass Squirrels, able to squeak out 61-57 victory over the Wahpeton Huskies here on this floor last night, and 1,000 points. The milestone mark hit by Brayden Steffens in the loss, a multi-quarter comeback coming from the Squirrels, down at one point 11 points in the fourth quarter. Couple of threes from Cash Lorenz and Cole Boer to cut the lead down to just 5, and they fought back at the end of regulation. Free throws were a huge factor down the stretch at the end of the fourth and in overtime, helping decide the game. 7 of 8 at the charity stripe for the boys from Central Cass in overtime last night, helping ice that win. And tonight, we shift the focus over to the girls' side. Jay Bachman's squad at 4-3 this year, entering tonight's contest and looking to go a little bit further in this season than they did last. And last year they got off to a great start in the regular season and really was the top threat in Region 1 for the first half of the year before Emery Holland goes down with injury, and the offense was just never the same after that. Not as much energy on that team the rest of the way. They get knocked out in the quarterfinal round by Hayden Crockett's Northern Cass Jaguars last year. But this time they've got some more experience under their belts, and 4-3 to this point, trying to get themselves back to even on region record. Would be 2-2 with a victory in Region 1A tonight. So we're looking forward to how this one turns out. Then for Wahpeton and Brian Watson's squad, they lost in the semifinals of the Region 1 tournament last year to Valley City, who would be the eventual Region 1 champs. So no shame in that, as the Highliners are able to cruise on to that Region 1 tournament victory. Scout Woods, an all-stater, graduates from the team, but Claire Woods now stepping in at that position. Still just a sophomore is Claire Woods this year. So filling the role of her older sister and taking that big man spot. We'll take a break here on our pregame show. Come back, hear from Brian Watson of the Wahpeton Huskies when we return.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Here with Brian Watson on YourLiveEvent.com pregame show before we're taking on the Central Cass Squirrels here tonight on the road. Coach, what's going to be some keys to winning this one here tonight, maybe taking advantage of some size?
Well, I mean, we like to try and take advantage of some size as we can, but we need to just kind of play a good team basketball game, both offensively and defensively. We've got to try and take care of the basketball, and then on the defensive side, we've got to try and take away that three-point line. So the Cass has got some girls that can shoot it from the perimeter, and then limit their second chance opportunities. And if we do those things and kind of play within ourselves, I think we can find some success tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned the perimeter shooting and attack from Central Cass, and how does one try to take that away without also leaving the inside vulnerable on the offensive glass?
You've got to try and have some pretty good help. You want to contain. You don't want to try and give up any straight drives to the basket. You got to help, and then you got to recover. So you got to be able to move on the pass so you can get back out to those shooters if you're coming in to help. So again, just kind of good team defense and a lot of communication on the defensive side to let everybody know who's where and where those shooters are. If we can do that, I think we can be in business here.
And what advantages would you like to try to exploit here tonight? Where do you think your team has been improving most throughout the year?
Well, I think we're a little bit different than we were last year. We shoot it a little bit better from the perimeter than we did last year. But we do, I think, have a little bit of a size advantage with Claire Woods on the inside. And if we can get her isolated and get her some one-on-one opportunities down there, maybe get 2 or 3, I think that can be good. But we have to be careful because we know they like to bring extra help, and we have to be able to read that extra help and not force it in there and kind of just take what the defense gives you and see what you can get.
All right. Best of luck out there tonight, Coach. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Josh. I appreciate it.
That's Brian Watson joining us on the Your Live Event pregame show.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator. At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
At the Central Cass School District, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our mission by empowering individuals to make a positive impact. Central Cass School District is dedicated to providing students with an innovative curriculum supported by a variety of co-curricular activities from athletics and the arts to leadership and service, aiming to provide excellence between students, staff, family, and community. Central Cass School District, fostering student excellence by inspiring individuals to be their best.
Welcome back on your live event as we trickle under 9 minutes until national anthem and starting lineups. Josh Boyko with you on the call here tonight. Thanks for joining us as we get ready for Huskies and Squirrels. And a moment ago we heard from Brian Watson, just giving us a sneak peek on what to expect for tonight. And the Huskies will have a little bit of a size advantage in the post with Claire Woods being down there, listed at 5'11", got good size. That'll help her both on the boards tonight and maybe with some post-up opportunities, which her sister definitely capitalized in on for the duration of her career on varsity. And Claire's gotten time since an 8th grader on this team, so not a first time to the spotlight type of moment for Woods. And the natural matchup for Central Cass would be to put Liv Severson, who has the most size and length on this Squirrels team, matched up with Woods, but it's going to have to be a team effort, which we'll hear from Jay Bachman momentarily, talking about how they're going to have to gang rebound this basketball tonight and do a team defensive effort to keep Wahpeton off the scoreboard. So we'll hear from Jay Bachman around the break.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Here on Pregame on YourLiveEvent.com with Jay Bachman, about to take on the Wahpeton Huskies. And coming into this one, Coach, what's a focus for the Squirrels tonight?
You know, we gotta play tough. We've had some really good games this year, and the games we've lost, we've kind of lost our toughness. So one of our big things tonight is we gotta be a little tougher, and we gotta finish the game. We gotta finish plays. At times we don't finish a possession and then they score, or we don't finish possession and we get a turnover. So we got to finish, whether it be the game or a possession, and we got to be tough. That's kind of our two main keys of the day.
Then going up against Wahpeton, what do you look forward to about this matchup and within region, and then just how do you try to slow down this Huskies team?
I mean, it's going to be another battle. Honestly, every game in our region is a battle this year. If you asked me what our record will be at the end of the year, I have no idea. They're just all battles. Us Northern Cass, Wahpeton, Oak Grove, I think we're all really kind of in the mix. I think we're just gonna fight. Every game is gonna be kind of a rock fight, and we just got to play hard. They're a good team. They have some size than us. They have some good youth. They have some experience. They're a good squad. I think come at the end of the year, I think their team's going to look differently. I think their coach does a great job. Brian is awesome. So I think he'll have them ready to go, and they're going to get better as the year goes on. And I watched the game early in the season, and then I watched their most recent one, and they were different since then. So they're going to keep getting better, and they're a good, hard team, and it'll be a good game tonight.
How do you guys make it a team rebounding effort on the glass tonight, trying to make up for a small size deficit?
I think just like you said, it's got to be a team. It's got to be a team effort. It's not one girl. It's not one extra girl boxing out. It's going to be all five. Who's ever on the court, getting in there and getting the rebounds, pushing, fighting, scratching, because they rebound really well. One thing is, Wahpeton, from games I've watched, they're a good rebounding team, and they really go hard. So it's going to take a full team effort to rebound today.
All right. Best of luck out there tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's Jay Bachman joining us on Pregame on YourLiveEvent.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
We've heard from both of our coaches here on pregame tonight, and we'll meet our starting lineup soon. But first, just a couple of tidbits about these teams. Got an 8th grader in the starting lineup for Wahpeton. That's Piper Nelson. Will be wearing jersey number 2 tonight, so keep an eye on Nelson. Has played in the starting lineup, I believe, last year as well. Just a talented player at a very young age already, so just another step in the development for Nelson here tonight, as she'll get a test against the Central Cass Squirrels within the region. Then for the Squirrels, they've also got a freshman in the starting lineup, but Kenley Haug also has been around the block in terms of playing time already at the varsity level. Has gotten time since being a 7th grader a couple years ago. So got a couple of young players ready to go at it at the point guard spot between Piper Nelson and Kenley Haug. Should be a fun matchup between these teams here tonight. So we'll be getting to national anthem here and then starting lineups in just a moment here. So we'll send it to break one more time before coming back, and we'll get to you the starting fives with the light show after this.
You've seen him around at the game and at the cafe. That's Ryan from Taupe Insurance, your man about town and your go-to guy for coverage that fits. From farm, crop, home, auto, and more. Ryan knows Castleton because he lives it just like you with the service you expect. That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton with over 25 years of experience. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies at their office in Castleton or call 701-347-4045. Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section, and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Carol, Leslie, or Craig to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
It's time to meet the starters here tonight. First, for the Wahpeton Huskies, they'll send out this starting five for Brian Watson's team. It'll be the 8th grader, number 2, Piper Nelson. A junior, number 10, Cambry Mauk, both in the guard spots. A sophomore, number 12, Gracie Falk. And then a senior, number 22, Claire Langenwalter. And Scout Woods, the sophomore, in the middle. Lights off here in Central Cass as they'll turn on some wands and get the crowd going here for the starting lineups for Jay Bachman's 4-3 Squirrels on the year. They'll send out the senior, number 1, Abby Kombervig. A guard freshman, number 2, Kenley Haug. Senior forward, number 3, Liv Severson. Sophomore, number 13, forward, JC Verkeelen. And another guard, senior, number 15, Addison Hushka. It's time to get it back going here and get 5 on the floor for each side. We're ready for Region 1 basketball on your live event. Thanks for joining us again as we welcome you on here to Free to Watch basketball on your live event. Make sure to like and subscribe for more action of your favorite teams here. We got plenty of regular season left to go as we're still on the first third of the girls' season, and the boys' season also just getting underway, so lots more regular season basketball to come. Severson and Woods, the tip, and Severson controls for Central Cass. Quickly, Kenley Haug goes to work, dancing behind a screen, working to the left side with that hesitation dribble. Hushka drives a seam, but finds a couple of bodies over there. Got it out of trouble. 15 on the shot clock, and the Squirrels will reset. Haug quickly working behind that screen again, dancing, fading into the mid-range, and cans it. Kenley Haug off to a scorching start here on the first possession, making it happen off the dribble. Langenwalter swings it to the dunker spot down low. Back out for three. Langenwalter is off target, off glass. Offensive rebound, Cambry Mauk resets it. There's the 8th grader Piper Nelson driving into a crowd and momentarily lost it. Haug back with it, racing the other way for the Squirrels in their red and white jerseys as they go left to right. Severson, three from straight on is no good. Rebound controlled by Gracie Falk. Woods posting up, gets through the front. Oh, but she left the layup on the doorstep. But a great look there as down goes Severson with a foul on Woods. A prime opportunity for the Huskies. They're going to look to post Woods up a lot tonight, and she was able to make the catch over Severson, who was fronting that time and was left open with nothing but the basket in front of her. A high percentage look that she'll capitalize on next time, I'm sure. Verkelen swings to the baseline for Severson. Back to Haug. The three is off target. Severson, though, with the cleanup on the glass. And that's a good sign for Jay Bachman's Squirrels if they can start getting some offensive rebounds, some second chance points, and a foul on Severson. She gambles on the sideline trying to take that one away from Cambry Mauk and will get whistled for the first personal on the Squirrels tonight. Nelson confidently steps into a three, gets front iron. Langenwalter the offensive rebound. Long shots often create long rebounds. And it's going to be Central Cass basketball as Nelson and Severson collide. 4-0 on the Bank North scoreboard, just over 2 minutes in Castleton. Skip pass deflected away by Woods. Haug will step into a three. A little bit off to the right. 4 jerseys of Squirrels surrounding Woods, which means there's some open space down the floor. And cashing in is Piper Nelson. So clearly the Squirrels were trying to get in there for that basketball on the offensive glass, but Woods was there, and it left the Squirrels undermanned down the floor. Kobervig drives baseline, kicks out. Verkelen baseline jumper, too strong. Long rebound. Kobervig saves it back in momentarily, but it's going to be out of bounds. And Wahpeton basketball. Two-three zone being implied by Central Cass. They have Woods trying to get into the middle of that. Now she'll go to the baseline. Corner three is up, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Claire Woods, the sophomore, draining one to give Wahpeton their first lead tonight. Severson working through Woods. Euro step for two. Liv Severson with a nifty move. Woods thought about stepping into a mid-range. She'll kick it out to Langenwalter. They'll try to move it around. Piper Nelson going to try to set things up on offense, get that zone attack working. Woods pops out to the three-point line and hits again. Fired up, and she's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. Back and forth we go on the Bank North scoreboard here. A couple of lead changes already. Verkelen for another, you bet. Verkelen becomes the third Squirrel to score and has knotted it up. Drive inside. Falk is able to get some dribble penetration and will go to the free throw line. First free throws coming of this first quarter. And that's a tough foul for Liv Severson to pick up right there. That's going to be her second. Has both of the Squirrels fouls, and it's going to be some substitutions coming in to try and get some size on the floor with Severson having to come out. Madeline Stieg, Keelan Flanagan and Sophie Sherwhite will all be asked to step up and take some minutes. Falk at the line is 2 for 2. Here comes Haug. Will go floater game from in close. It's off the front iron, bouncing around into the hands of Claire Woods. Nelson, a kick out. Langenwalter, 3, high arcing shot. No, offensive rebound, and down goes Haug momentarily. She'll pick up the foul. That's going to be the trouble for the Squirrels, rebounding the basketball tonight with a post like Claire Woods. That can pose an issue already against a traditional big, and Severson having to sit down with 2 fouls in the first quarter. It's going to be a lot of minutes being ate up by the subs for Jay Bachman's squad. Cambry Malk was able to get that offensive rebound. She has one more shot coming after missing the first. Malk becomes the 4th scorer for Wahpeton. Haug sees a double team, reverses course. Hushka, a nice jab step. Finds the open player on the baseline. The shot from Sherwhite doesn't go. Into the corner. Flanagan, the shot rims out from beyond the arc. Battle for the rebound, and a foul is called. Good strong play by Falk to corral it, and they will get Hushka for the foul. .238 remains in the first quarter. Had some back and forth action already, and Piper Nelson breaking some pressure in the backcourt. Baseline drive, that shot no good from the 7th grader Ashlyn Max, but a putback from Ella Langenwalter. Ella Langenwalter off the bench, sophomore, getting her first minutes tonight. Good catch underneath, a one-handed stab from Madeline Stieg, leading to this lay-in from Verkeelen. That was a difficult catch on the baseline, but it's the only spot that the pass could be. Great play. And boxing out Nelson, and a jump ball is called. Backcourt pressure doing its job. That's Sophie Sherwhite in the backcourt there making things happen. It'll stay Wahpeton basketball, but you've got all the players in the backcourt now trying to break this pressure. Nelson lost it, and now here comes Sherwhite in the open with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go. Haug from short range, no, a foul, and we're going the other way. A missed opportunity for the Squirrels, as Cobbervig will come back in for Central Cass. And she's been sent back to the scorer's table now. Because it's going to be free throws. She'll be able to check in after this one. The shot is good for Ashlyn Max, becoming the 6th Husky to have scored in this quarter. Goes 1 of 2 at the line. And Sherwhite gets run over at half court. 90 seconds left in the first. Claire Woods will get a breather. A short rest for her to the end of the quarter. Maddie Learkamp will check in her place. Another foul on Wahpeton here. That'll be the 3rd on the Huskies. Skyly Polskamp picks up the foul. The junior coming off the bench. So a lot of players rotating through, going deep into the benches for both of these teams. Berkeelan, the floater from the right hand, no good, and a breakaway for the Huskies. Calling for it is Max in transition, gets the lay. Ashlyn Max able to run the floor and gets paid off by Nelson, who gets a steal of her own going in coast to coast. Piper Nelson for 2 more. Another hand on a pass, another turnover. Back the other way, Nelson finishes with the left. Timeout called by Jay Bachman has seen enough. And Piper Nelson up to 6 points. Tied for the leading scorer in this game. Will break with them. This timeout brought to you by Cass County Mutual. We'll be right back.
Ship is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Welcome back to the action, brought to you by Cass County Mutual at timeout. Cass County Mutual providing products to all of southeastern North Dakota, a local company providing local service to all policyholders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. Well, Jay Bachman needed to talk things over as 3 straight possessions. The Squirrels turned it over, and another one coming here. A travel, though, will send it right back to the Squirrels, but they're having some trouble with this pressure that Wahpeton's applying, and it's coming right around the half-court line, a little bit beyond, but they're extending that defense out, making life difficult for Central Cass. 5-second difference between shot and game clock. Kobervig shovels a pass inside to Flanagan. Good defense being played by Ashlyn Max, and look at that bench, and Brian Watson up there applauding the effort. And a takeaway for Max. Throws it up the floor to Nelson, and a block but a foul as Berkeelan got back in transition, but will be called for the personal. And just hounding defense from the Huskies. And you can just feel all the momentum on the side of Wahpeton right now, and the Huskies bench getting into it and loving every second of it. Wahpeton creating some separation on the scoreboard with a high-scoring first quarter. They've left 3 free throws at the line, but still have ended up at 21 points after this quarter. Berkeelan gets it into the front court, drive inside, through some contact, and a blocking foul is called. 2 free throws coming for Keelan Flanagan on the attack with 1.8 seconds left. Freshman Flanagan gained her first point of the night. Two for 2 as she becomes the 4th Squirrel to score. Inbounds pass is caught and held to end the first quarter, but the Huskies off to a flying start here in Central Cass. We'll step aside and come back with quarter number 2. Around the break, 9-point advantage for Wahpeton.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out BearsHomeSolutions.com.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for Students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
6 Huskies got on the scoreboard for Brian Watson in the first quarter, led by the 7 points of 8th grader Piper Nelson in that first quarter. 2 for 2 from beyond the arc as well for Claire Woods. Huskies force a turnover right away, and they're moving the ball quickly around this perimeter, facing that zone from the Squirrels. You want to get someone into the middle of that zone. Woods flashes into there for a moment. They're using a couple of post players to get in that space. Woods has got it. She'll rise from the mid-range. Got the shot blocked, was looking for a foul. Haug is able to secure the loose ball and run it back the other way for Central Cass. Bounce pass inside to Coppervig. The English on it took it right over to Morgan Wald. How about that? A little lucky bounce for the Squirrels to get their momentum back. And that's a double dribble from Falk. Lost the handle on it and will turn it over. There's that pressure again being applied right at the half-court line once they cross. Haug quickly splits the defenders, comes up short on the shot. Severson, oh my goodness, stayed on the rim forever. And Falk tracks it down and clears. Severson jumps the passing lane. It's a turnover as she splits a couple of defenders at half court. That shot no good off the glass for Verkeelen. Offensive rebound though from Wald. Coppervig, a skip pass to Haug, nearly lost it. Wald faces up, sees a couple of defenders, kick out, good rotation. Haug, clean look from 3, that is true. Best ball movement possession we've seen from the Squirrels tonight. Another deflection, trying to get it to Woods. Last touched by Woods, and it will be Squirrels basketball. That's what they signaled, I thought. It is, yeah. Looked like everyone was a little bit surprised, but it did glance off of Woods most recently, so the correct call being made. Haug doing a nice job initiating that offense to Severson right over that pressure. Wald fading off the glass, no. Good contest from Woods. Rebound secured by Malk. Huskies look to run. Max open, right corner, 3 is good. Ashlyn Max up to 6 points. You got a freshman in the starting lineup. You got a 7th grader coming off the bench and scoring. That's trouble for a long time for a lot of these opponents against Wahpeton. There's some trouble for Wahpeton though, as Liv Severson cleans up on the offensive glass. Up to 6 points now for the senior. Camry Malk picks up the personal and will put Severson at the line to try and cash in on the old-fashioned three-point play. Got it. And just like that, the Squirrels are back within 4. Woods able to make a catch in close, absorbs the contact and lays it in. First 2-point field goal for Woods tonight. Severson, pass and crash. No whistle called for a block or a charge. It'll stay Central Cass basketball. Brian Watson saying, hey, this should be our ball here one way or another. Haug shifty with it, with the jab step. Severson directing traffic, getting a guard pick and roll. Her shot comes up short. Offensive rebound. Verkeelen is fouled on the putback. There'll be 2 fouls on Skyly Postgame off the bench. Verkeelen, solid shooter at the line, is able to cash in on the first one. And 2 for 2, making it look easy is the sophomore J.C. Verkeelen. 5 out on the floor right now for Central Cass is Kenley Haug and Addison Hushka at the top of this zone. Woods shooting over Severson, rebound by Haug. Verkeelen and Coppervig, the others out there for the Squirrels. Haug working around the screen, able to get the advantage by a step and lays it in. That's 7 for Kenley on the night. Lead just down to 2 on the Bank North scoreboard for the Huskies. High scoring first half action. Long 3 on the way, grazes iron, heading out of bounds. Last touched by Wahpeton. Good box out from Haug on the move. Chance to tie or take the lead for Central Cass on this possession. Severson working inside, Euroed for one earlier, couldn't get that one, and a foul on the putback. Kenley Haug getting in there for an offensive rebound, and he'll have 2 shots at the line. Those are starting to add up now for Central Cass, helping them get back in this game already with 5 made free throws. Also 5 for the Huskies as well. One for 2 for Haug. Skip pass. Verkeelen was all the way out to contest from the bottom of the zone, but the catch was still made by Falk. Langenwalter makes a catch. Got inside, it's off the glass, too strong. Going back the other way, so a rough spot for Wahpeton on offense midway through this second quarter. Severson pops to the top of the key, will pop the 3 and nails it. Liv Severson with a confident pull. That's 10 points for Severson, the first player to double digits tonight. Scoop layup attempt and a foul. 2 shots coming for Falk, who is able to navigate her way around a couple of defenders, got the advantage to her right hand. 2 shots coming with a chance to tie. No made field goals yet for Falk, but she is now 3 of 3 at the charity stripe. Last foul coming against Keelan Flanagan. One of 2. Severson pulls down a strong rebound. After the subs, running out there for Brian Watson, Cambry Mauk, Ashlyn Max, Piper Nelson in the backcourt. Now just checking in is Claire Langenwalter along with Claire Woods. Good catch by Woods off a deflection. Baseline jumper is blocked away as recovering was Verkeelen to get the block. Long pass up the floor. Severson couldn't get it to go. Grabbed her on miss. Kick out. Extra pass. Hushka beats the defense and scores. Great effort from the Squirrels and timeout called by Wahpeton. A nice answer by Jay Bachman's squad in the second quarter. We'll take a break. Timeout brought to you by Taupe Insurance on yourliveevent.com.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
This break in the action brought to you by Taupe Insurance. Get in touch with Ryan at Taupe Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. That's 701-347-4045. An 18-6 run for Central Cass in this second quarter, and it is not done yet. 21 points scored by Wahpeton in the first. 18 from Central Cass in the second with a minute 43 left to go. So both these teams showing they can put the ball in the hoop at a high rate. Both teams have been running a lot of zone tonight. Good screen on the zone that time. Max working off the dribble, goes into the floater range, but it comes up short. Adrian Hintermeister with a rebound for Central Cass, freshly checked into the game. Haug lost the handle on it. Here comes Max in transition. We'll give it back to Piper Nelson. Mid-range catch. Nelson open for three, connects and ties at 30. You could see her shot ready from the start that time. That is great fundamentals from the 8th grader. She was ready to catch and shoot it before the ball was even there. Bounce pass from Sherwhite. Skips by the hand of Hintermeister. 30 apiece with 35 seconds left to go in the first half on the Bank North scoreboard. Shot clock turned off. The Huskies content to play catch and hold on to the ball for a little bit. Wanting to get themselves the final shot with 10 seconds left. Max has it batted at. Woods turns, fires, got it off. No. So we'll head to the locker room tied at 30. A good one in Castleton to this point. We'll recap the first half when we come back with our Farmers Union Insurance, Bosley and Kramer Agency halftime show. Don't go anywhere. Exciting basketball still yet to come on your live event.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471. Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cast Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcastboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
At the Central Cass School District, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our mission by empowering individuals to make a positive impact. Central Cass School District is dedicated to providing students with an innovative curriculum supported by a variety of co-curricular activities from athletics and the arts to leadership and service, aiming to provide excellence between students, staff, family, and community. Central Cass School District, fostering student excellence by inspiring individuals to be their best.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yield and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
Welcome back on our Farmers Union Insurance Wesleyan Creamery Agency halftime show. Scott and Tyler are your local small town agents for Castleton and surrounding communities. Whether it's crop and farm, home and auto, health and life, commercial or recreational insurance, come visit Farmers Union Insurance in Castleton for the great rates and local service you'd expect. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here tonight, brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. And currently, right now, Lemoore Litchfield Marion is up 22-17 over Sargent County in girls basketball. Region 1 girls basketball already wrapped up tonight for Oak Grove and Northern Cass, as that's a doubleheader with Kevin Kochman on the call. Oak Grove takes down Northern Cass pretty handily in the girls' side, so the Lady Grovers looking solid on the road in Hunter tonight. And then right now, the boys' game in the second quarter, nearing halftime, it's 21-19. Oak Grove is on top. And then also just a reminder of the CNJV scores tonight: 41-34 on JV. Wahpeton beats Central Cass here, and you can go back to watch the JV game if you would like on this same stream. Central Cass wins big over Wahpeton tonight in the JV. And now we got ourselves a tie ball game at 30 on the Bank North scoreboard at the half. So overtime last night for the boys. Wahpeton versus Central Cass match here on this floor, and no different, a good close game between the teams here tonight, but more offensive action compared to the guys who were tied at 50 entering overtime, which was more of a defensive shootout, a couple of off shooting nights, so different feels to the game, but ending up in about the same spot in terms of how close it is on the scoreboard. When we come back, we'll go through the first half rundown of scoring and get you to our second half keys and tip-off when we return.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
You've seen him around at the game and at the cafe. That's Ryan from Taupe Insurance, your man about town and your go-to guy for coverage that fits. From farm, crop, home, auto, and more. Ryan knows Castleton because he lives it just like you with the service you expect. That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton with over 25 years of experience. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies at their office in Castleton or call 701-347-4045. Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center. Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Carol, Leslie, or Craig to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Welcome back on the Farmers Union Insurance Wisely and Kramer Agency halftime show as we get to the rundown of the stats. Score breakdown for Wahpeton. Their 30 looks like this. 10 points from Piper Nelson, the 8th grader, leads the way. The only Husky in double figures, but not far behind was Claire Woods as she splashed home a couple of threes in the first quarter. She's got 8 in the game. 6 from Ashlyn Max, the 7th grader, off the bench, including a made 3 of her own. Then Gracie Falk with 3 free throws. Made layup from Ella Langenwalter and a made free throw from Cambry Mauk. That is the 30 points put up by Brian Watson's Wahpeton Huskies, who are 2-4 on the year, coming off of a close loss 58-55 against Devils Lake, hoping not to suffer a similar fate here against Central Cass, as the scoreboard's about on pace for that kind of game. We'll see if they can pull it on top this time. Liv Severson leads the way for Jay Bachman's Squirrels. 10 points despite picking up 2 fouls in the first quarter. Did a nice job, came back in, still has just 2 fouls at half. Kenley Haug, 8 points to back her up, with each of Severson and Haug scoring 6 in the second quarter, in which they scored 18 points to get back into this one after being down 9 after one quarter. 6 points from J.C. Verkeelen, and then 2 each from Morgan Wald, Keelan Flanagan, and Addison Hushka. Made 3-pointers tonight, 4 of them for the Huskies. 1 from Nelson, 1 from Max, 2 from Woods, and 2 made threes for the Squirrels, 1 from Haug, 1 from Severson. This has been your Farmers Union Insurance, Wisely and Kramer Agency halftime show. Let's get the second half underway. Confident shot from the corner. 3 is no good. That time from Nelson. Rebounded by the Squirrels. Verkeelen dribbles up the floor with it. Severson goes off the dribble on Woods, but smoked the layup. But Hushka sneaks in there. Got the steal. Verkeelen fading underneath. Couldn't hit. Here comes Malk going left to right now for Wahpeton as the teams switch sides. Two-three zone still for Central Cass. They finally get the look into Woods. They're always searching for her in the post. Gets the position and the seal on Severson and into double digits. Severson, the high-low entry pass for Keelan. Stonewalled at the rim. Free throw line extended catch made from Woods, has to back it out. Langenwalter nearly traveled with it, but here comes Nelson with it. Howell got a hand on that one. It stays Wahpeton basketball, 11 left to shoot it for the Huskies. Five to work with. Nelson gets it into Woods, takes some contact and banks it in off the glass from free throw range. Claire Woods up to a dozen. That pass too tall. Kenley Haug overshoots Addison Hushka. She'd been doing a nice job orchestrating that first pass over the double team that they're trying to put on Haug as she crosses half court. Cobbervig made sure to close all the way out to Woods after seeing her splash a couple of threes from that corner in the first half. Langenwalter 3. No, Woods the putback. She is on fire. The first 6 points of the third quarter belong to Claire Woods. Eight points in the whole first half for Woods. 7 points in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the half. This time around, Severson trying to get a three. Answer, no. Woods clears the rebound, and Malk will slow things down across half court. Good hands over on the far side from Verkeelen. Pokes it away from Malk. It'll stay Wahpeton basketball. A couple of subs coming in. It'll be Wald and Flanagan coming in for Cobbervig and Hushka. Offensive rebound from Falk. Kick out Langenwalter, too strong. Verkeelen sees a double and got whacked. Piper Nelson will pick up the blocking foul in the backcourt. Can already see the two Huskies standing at midcourt. They blitz a little bit earlier this time, get the ball out of Haug's hand. They find Wald underneath, so nice job by Central Cass getting the overcommit, and Wald pays it off with the layup. Malk flashes into the middle of the zone. Woods, jab step, drives baseline, and was cut off. Verkeelen stepped in, got the steal. Haug was almost running out of runway there, but she finished with the left hand. That's 10 points for the freshman. Driving inside, Nelson looked like she went through some contact there, but didn't get a whistle. Back the other way. Good contest from Woods, got back in transition on the Flanagan layup. Falk comes up with the loose ball, able to pitch it over to Woods. To the corner, Nelson, quick trigger, no. And a lot of contact underneath. Down go Verkeelen. And I think a foul was just assessed very late. Morgan Wald will pick up the foul. It was a very late whistle. It looked like an official from behind the play. I mean, it was a push in the back is what was signaled. Is making that call. Jay Bachman trying to understand it still, but it is what it is for the Squirrels at this point. Woods stripped, but it trickles back out to the Huskies. Nice pass underneath. That was Postgame wrapping it around on the dish. Langenwalter gets the 2. Back the other way, Severson. Timeout called by Wahpeton. Brian Watson not happy that the defense didn't get back in transition. It's a 3-point lead still for the Huskies on the Bank North scoreboard as we break.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back. This timeout brought to you by Cass County Mutual, providing insurance products to all of southeastern North Dakota, a local company providing local service to all policy holders. Visit CassCountyMutual.com to find an agent near you. Liv Severson was able to steal 2 points in transition after a made basket, forcing a timeout from Wahpeton as we're back here. Deflection near half court, and Sherwhite comes up with it. Got fouled in the process, and 2 free throws coming. Sophie Sherwhite, the junior, looking to get her first point of the game at the charity stripe. Just a little bit strong off the back iron that time. 3:05 left to go in this third quarter. Offensive rebound for Severson off the miss. Corner 3, off target rebound from Woods, who is currently outscoring the Squirrels herself in this quarter. Catch made by Ella Langenwalter. They leave Nelson, who nearly banked it in, but Severson makes the catch on the rebound. Haug to Sherwhite. Quick ball movement. Leads to a Haug open 3. Rims off. Wald got it blocked away by Max. Loose ball. Flanagan comes up with it with a head of steam. Going from coast to coast. Takes it all the way. Langenwalter makes the catch in the middle of the zone, but Sherwhite is there anticipating, showing some defensive prowess. Severson. 2-3 zone extending all the way out to the 3-point line. Trying to not give up a perimeter look. That's a tough take there from Kenley Haug. Goes off glass while fading right. A savvy scoring move, and Sherwhite got her hand on it and forces this one into the backcourt. Got another steal, and Haug with the finish. Timeout called by Brian Watson. And Sophie Sherwhite, in the best way possible, is train wrecking this game for the Huskies. Straight up defense being played, hustling, and gives the Squirrels the lead. Back in 30 on your live event.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
A minute 3 left to play in the third period. As we welcome you back here on your live event, the Squirrels taking the lead with a surge in the third quarter, propelled by Sophie Sherwhite on defense as they've extended her to the top of that zone. Woods makes a catch inside, sees a crowd. It's taken away by Verkeelen, who has her pocket picked by Falk. A jump ball is called. That'll be Central Cass basketball. Great play by Severson. Got nothing but the ball that time, according to the officials, which will reverse the possession arrow. And a chance to extend the lead for Central Cass. Haug just stepped straight into a three. It comes up short. Running on the break. Left-handed lay, counted, and the foul put Nelson on the line with the offhand finish. That's a tough take. Such an advanced move for an eighth grader to be able to go left hand through contact, still finish an end one. That's impressive. So the Squirrels had a chance to hold for the final possession. Haug took the three. She'll go straight in, attacking, lost it. And that'll do it for the third quarter. So nice surge back after the timeout called from Brian Watson. We'll break and come back with the fourth quarter. Don't go anywhere. We were tied at half. We're tied after three. Let's decide it in the fourth.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
The Bank North scoreboard reads 42 apiece after three quarters. Who's going to get here first? Claire Woods dribbling through some traffic, got swatted at the rim. And a jump ball, no. It's going to be Wahpeton basketball. Lots of swiping at that basketball on that last time. And 3 seconds in the paint on the offense. Gracie Falk called for the violation. And that's an overpass. Leading to coming back the other way was Falk, but had a little bit too much steam. Haug waltzes inside, off the front iron and in. Woods makes the catch, through some contact, falling away, and a foul. Foul is on Severson, and that is her third foul, but she had 2 in the first about 4 minutes of this game. So credit Liv Severson for going about 12, 15 minutes of game time without fouling. Woods able to hit both to tie it at 44. Kabervig will skip this one to Haug, crosses over, waltzes into the paint again, try to get that one off the front iron just like the last. And a foul. In the backcourt, Hushka picks it up. That'll be the third personal on, or third team foul. Oh, they're saying second team foul, sorry, so they'd already gotten it on the board there. That's 2 on Hushka, 2 on the Squirrels in this fourth quarter. Nelson had been calling for it, clapping for it for a couple of passes away. It finally got to her, but the 3 swirls out. Hushka drives baseline, straight up taken away by Cambry Mauk. Just wrestled it away. The Huskies back on the prowl with 5:30. You can see 2 in there on Scout Woods, so they'll kick out to Mauk at the top. Short. Falk driving, kept the dribble as she went to the ground. Pretty impressive there. Woods chased off the three-point line into the mid-range, fires long. 3-on-2 briefly for Central Cass before the reinforcements catch up. Severson through contact straight up. As Brian Watson says, no way. She was straight up, but the official is going to give the call in favor of Severson. 2 shots coming. For Keelan, Flanagan, Severson, Sherwhite, and Haug, the 5 on the floor. for Jay Bachman as Severson extends the lead to 2. She's at 14. From the middle of the zone, Ella Langenwalter's shot is off the right side of the rim. Oh, good. Nice change of pace, a step through, but couldn't get it to drop. Foul is called, and we're going the other way. Nearly a travel. Central Cass crowd on their feet making some noise on a key possession. A jump ball was about to be called, but Haug took it away. Tip pass, it'll stay with Central Cass. Haug spinning into the lane, fading, and might have had it partially blocked. Nelson will pull from the mid-range, goes glass for 2. A cold-blooded shot for the tie. Timeout called Central Cass to avoid a jump ball scenario, and we'll break with them. This timeout brought to you by Tope Insurance.
Give them the freedom to grow with the peace of mind of security and safety.
Let me do my thing. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
America's Best Checking for Students from Bell Bank makes it easy to let them do their thing.
It's what it's all about.
Visit www.bell.bank/student-checking to learn more. Or stop into a branch near you to open an account today.
Let me do my thing.
Bell Bank, member FDIC.
Get in touch with Ryan at Tope Insurance in Castleton for a quote or review of your policies. Give Tope Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. And thank you for joining us on yourliveevent.com tonight. Coverage of Huskies and Squirrels. It is not disappointed. For Keelan, mid-range, swirls out. And Max with the rebound. One of the smallest players on the floor coming up with a clutch rebound. This one knocked away by Sherwhite. Just a pest on defense in the best way possible for Central Cass. That's how you can change a game without scoring the basketball. Max gets it into Woods. Wrestled away and a takedown. Verkeelen goes to the ground with it, and a jump ball is called. She'll come out to the sideline here after a collision with the floor. Sherwhite drives baseline. Wraparound pass to Wald for 2. Sherwhite with the dish. And the bench players coming to play here for Jay Bachman. Woods driving inside and a foul. Severson went to the ground, and it's not going to be on her, though. It's going to go against Keelan Flanagan. Malk checks in for Ella Langenwalter, getting another starter back in there for Brian Watson. This game has been very close for pretty much since the second quarter. Central Cass made a run, 18-6 to tie it up at 30 at the half. Haug, floater, short. Max, Euro steps through the contact. Oh my goodness. Ashlyn Max delivers the lead for Wahpeton on this roller coaster ride of a game. Severson driving baseline, had it taken away. Deflected on the baseline, and now coming back with it are the Huskies. Not in much of a rush, just trying to get off a quality look. Woods gets the quality look and hits it. 6 fourth quarter points for Claire Woods to go with the 7 she had in the third. Timeout called by Central Cass. A minute 40 left, and they'll take a full timeout. We'll step aside, be back in 30 seconds.
At Cass County Mutual Insurance Company, they provide services to homeowners, farm owners, tenants, seasonal dwellings, mobile homes, and farm and personal liability. Cass County Mutual Insurance provides local service to all policyholders and is working with clients in 19 counties in the southeast portion of North Dakota. For more information about Cass County Mutual Insurance Company or to find an agent closest to you, go online to CassCountyMutualInsuranceCompany.com and use their agent locator.
A nail-biter of a finish last night, going into overtime with Central Cass winning 61-57. And now the question right now is we've got under 2 minutes to play on the Bank North scoreboard, and the Huskies have taken a 2-possession lead. Ashlyn Max delivers the lead off of a steal. She goes all the way. Euro stepping through a defender, and then Claire Woods gets into the middle of the zone, makes the free throw line extended catch, and knocks down the jumper from the left side. A minute 40 left, still plenty of time for Central Cass, but you gotta get one pretty soon to trim this to a 1-possession game. The zone extends out, and Brian Watson frantically calling for timeout as they've stolen another possession in this game. It was Piper Nelson extending all the way out on the zone. Got a hand on it, and it's Wahpeton basketball. We'll keep it right here, as this one is just a short timeout. Watson applying his defense, saying, way to get out there. They're just going to go for a quality look on this possession, not in a rush. You can take almost a third of the remaining time away with a good possession and even extend the lead larger with a made basket. Squirrels going to need to play some high pressure defense here, but they are going to be in the penalty for another foul. No fouls to give, but you got to still play it aggressive. Woods makes the catch, nearly lost it, bats it towards the sideline. Hushka tried to save it in. What's the call? It'll be Wahpeton basketball. .12 seconds left on the shot clock. Nelson motions for Malk to come get it. 5, 4. Woods goes up, got to draw iron. Or maybe not, I guess. Either way, I think the Squirrels were going to control it, but back the other way we go. Severson, a good pass to the outside. Kobervig, 3 rattles out. hadn't scored all game, had a huge opportunity to trim the deficit to 1, and it was halfway down. They will foul Gracie Falk with 29 seconds. That's about all you can hope for the Squirrels on that look, that last possession. You got a good post catch from Severson and an immediate rotation out to the open three-point shooter. Quality look, just rattles in and out. They do get a miss on the other end from Falk, so this one will at worst be a 5-point deficit before the Squirrels touch the basketball. Falk able to hit the second. Gonna need to get baskets and get baskets quickly. Verkeelen swirls out. Hushka crashes the glass. Jump ball is called. And I believe that'll give the ball to Wahpeton. So that's a huge hand on the ball. Crashing the glass for Wahpeton, which will get them the possession. We'll be right back.
At Castleton Lumber, they want to be part of every stage of your building project from the ground up. Let them assist with planning your project timeline in a way that's affordable and efficient. Castleton Lumber has everything you need to get the look you love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. From choosing the right materials to the finishing touches, you can count on the folks at Castleton Lumber. Stop in and talk with the crew today or call 347-4471. That's 347-4471.
The Huskies have done a nice job down the stretch executing in this game, and that's the difference in the fourth quarter. So we were tied at 42 after 3, and 11-6 fourth quarter in favor of the Huskies. Claire Woods has 6 of the 11 Huskies points. Central Cass has gotten a couple of decent looks off these last 2 possessions from beyond the arc. They don't fall. And they will have the basketball, the Huskies will, to inbound. They're gonna go deep with it. Sherwhite pokes it away from Nelson, and it'll be a foul called. Nelson first shot coming up strong. One for 2, so it stays a 1-possession game. Got to get a 3 and got to get it quick. Howell racing up the floor through some contact. Flanagan 3 off target. And a whistle called. Jump ball stays with Central Cass. They lob it in to Haug. She'll hoist from 3. It's short, and that's the ball game. The Huskies close one out on the road and grab another region win here. They moved to 2-1 in the region standings, 3-4 overall with the victory here tonight, and we will recap it when we come back. So don't go anywhere. We'll hand out our awards for tonight, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and our Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Since its beginning, the Central Cass Booster Club has generated and helped sustain fan interest in the men's and women's athletic programs at Central Cass High School. Through the years, that mission has broadened to also enhance the youth programs throughout the community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels!
At the Central Cass School District, excellence isn't just a goal, it's our mission by empowering individuals to make a positive impact. Central Cass School District is dedicated to providing students with an innovative curriculum supported by a variety of co-curricular activities from athletics and the arts to leadership and service, aiming to provide excellence between students, staff, family, and community. Central Cass School District, fostering student excellence by inspiring individuals to be their best.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions today and beyond with the Drain Tile Project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
In Hope, North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back here on your live event. At the end of this one, Wahpeton coming out on top of Central Cass on the Bank North scoreboard. And it's time to get to our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. That's going to go to Ashlyn Max in the fourth quarter. Doing a nice job getting the steal. She races coast to coast and was able to sidestep a defender with a sweep through move and get the righty lay-in still to give give Wahpeton a 50-48 lead. They end up going on to win 54-48. So they never look back after that made basket from Max. That is your Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game. And Agassiz Precision Ag is your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. We'll run down the scoring totals here. First for Central Cass, 16 points to lead the way for Kenley Haug, 8 in each half. Balanced attack from her tonight to lead the way. Severson as well, pitching in 14. So 30 of the 48 points coming from those two players. The rest of the team not able to pitch more than 18 in the end. So that's just been a little bit of the theme this year for Central Cass. Got to get some secondary scoring to help out the two leaders in Severson and Haug. We'll see what they can develop throughout the course of the regular season here. A battle testing game for both of these teams. This time it's the Huskies coming out on top, led by Claire Woods, 21 points, 13 of those coming in the second half. Made 2 threes in the first quarter and was able to score 15 points via twos and free throws the rest of the way. 16 points for Piper Nelson was the secondary scoring for Wahpeton. Ashlyn Max with 8 points and a fantastic job with that layup late, some good defensive steals, a quality rebound. So the 7th grader pitching in to help out the 8th grader Nelson. So you get a couple junior hires leading this varsity team for Brian Watson. What a luxury he's got for the next few years in Wahpeton. And Claire Woods, just a sophomore too. So you got 10th grader, 8th grader, 7th grader, your best players right now. That's pretty amazing. Then 4 apiece for Gracie Falk and Ella Langenwalter, 1 from Cambry Mauk to round it out for the 54 points from the Wahpeton Huskies. When we come back, we'll announce our Enbridge Energy player of the game and hopefully get to some post-game interviews. We'll try to get Brian Watson up here for Wahpeton and a player as well. So that and more to come on your live event after this.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on a Montreal, Quebec City, and the Canadian Maritimes tour, July 30th to August 9th. Experience picturesque small towns, as well as the historic cities along the Atlantic coast, as we use roads and rails on this Canadian adventure. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, to request a brochure, to watch a travel show, and to book this tour.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
You see him around at the game and at the cafe. That's Ryan from Taupe Insurance, your man about town and your go-to guy for coverage that fits. From farm, crop, home, auto, and more. Ryan knows Castleton because he lives it just like you with the service you expect. That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton with over 25 years of experience. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies at their office in Castleton or call 701-347-4045.
I've got Claire Woods joining me here. She is our Enbridge Energy player of the game tonight and leading the way with 21 points and a solid rebounding effort as well. What was the key to getting the victory here tonight?
I think having our team work together is really key. We have a team that we haven't had before in the past, and we all really have great chemistry, and it helps a lot on the court.
There's a lot of youth to this team. You got a 7th grader and an 8th grader out there playing solid minutes, a sophomore yourself. How do you guys develop the chemistry together and work together to put together these solid wins?
A lot of bonding outside of practice, and especially at practice, we make sure to lift each other up, never be down on each other, never make anyone doubt themselves, and it really comes through in the games.
You're able to hit a couple of threes in the first quarter, set the tone, and put in 13 more points in the second half. What was the key to just getting consistent points on the scoreboard tonight?
It's definitely the work outside of the game and practice, putting in that extra effort all the time, and we're really good at that also, so that helps a lot.
What other teammates would you like to shout out for their performances tonight, able to close one out in a tough, close game down the stretch?
Piper Nelson, she's always she's our guard, she can handle the ball well, she brings it up every time, great passes, and she can also hit the threes very well, so she helps.
Absolutely. And what was kind of the message in the last couple timeouts there as you're trying to close out a very tough game on the road?
Keep our composure and do what we know how to do. We practice it all the time, and we just need to be able to execute in the game, and we were able to do that tonight.
Well, congratulations. You are our Enbridge Energy player of the game, and you get the shirt, the swag that goes with it here tonight, brought to you by Enbridge Energy, bringing the player of the game tonight, Claire Woods. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting section, and check out their different paint mixing options from Benjamin Moore, Clark and Kensington, and Royal. From their grills to Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to the Customer Laser Engraving Center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Joined by Brian Watson here on our postgame show after wrapping up a 54-48 victory on the road. It's a region opponent victory. You guys moved to 2-1 in the Region 1 standings. What was it like just trying to close this one out, a tough one down the stretch?
This is a extremely tough place to play. For us, we sometimes struggle with our composure a little bit, and I felt like our girls kind of took that to heart tonight and tried to really focus on that, and then down the stretch we're able to execute our offense and come up big on the defensive end too. We're changing defenses there at the end, and to be able to get into what we needed to get in, have the girls in the right place, makes a big difference. So it's nice for us to be in a tight game like this and close it out. And we also made our free throws today. We were 70% from the free throw line tonight, which really helped us. We've been in a couple close ones where we haven't been able to make free throws, and tonight's nice to see the girls step up to the line and put them in when we needed them.
It seemed like this was a character-building win right here. You mentioned trying to get composure in those final couple huddles, and it seemed like they came through and stepped up in a big way tonight with our young team. Yeah, we have a pretty young basketball team. A lot of our young players are playing. There's times where we have a junior high backcourt on the floor, or we have a C squad type of team as far as grade-wise goes out there on the floor. But, it takes a lot of time on the floor in order for these girls to understand, what the speed of the game is and what you have to do, how physical it is. A pretty physical game tonight. And it's nice to see these young girls step up and grow up in a hurry. And so far, here early in the season, this is a good, solid win for our young team. What's the long-term payoff in being able to play these players at the junior high age or the freshman, sophomore years and develop them at this age to get maybe a return on the investment, so to speak? I think for them to get on the floor this early and be productive, I think is really good for their confidence. A lot of times you play kids when they're younger, you play a lot of younger kids. You don't really have a lot of success, but we have to look at what our success is and how we define it. It may not always be defined in wins and losses. It's about growing on the floor, and I think the girls understand that. And I think if they can understand that and build on it year after year, time down the road, it's really going to pay off for them. Piper Nelson, 16 points in this game, did a solid job kind of just organizing things, orchestrating from the point guard spot. Talk to me about what she brings to this team. So she's an 8th grader, but her second year of varsity basketball, and we, hand the point completely over to her now, and she's doing a great job of understanding what she needs to do. She's multifaceted. She can score and she can run, so that makes it difficult sometimes for a young player when they want to put the ball in the basket. But I think tonight she fell into her role, understood when she needed to put the ball up and when she needed to get it out of her hands, and did a really good job of keeping us in what we needed to be in late in this game. And, of course, Claire Woods, 21 points and pretty much a double-double threat anytime she steps on the floor. What is the luxury of being able to have her step in after having Scout in the lineup for years? It's almost a one-on-one swap, I guess. But Claire's a little bit different than Scout. She can do some different things. She can consistently step outside the three-point line and knock those down. She had some of those early. And then she can go inside and use her size and use her muscle down there. And I think tonight, it was a battle. Central Cass did a good job of doubling her when the ball was in the air, and she did a good job of holding her composure, trying to get that ball up, playing through contact and things like that. And again, she's just a sophomore, still learning the game, and I think this is a good boost for her to play a game like this and have some success. Late down the stretch, tie ball game, and Ashlyn Max comes up with a steal. Able to make a crafty move to the basket, too, and gets the go-ahead lay-in, which got you ahead for good. Talk to me about her performance tonight and what she was able to do coming off the bench, getting a spark in there. I tell you what, for a 7th grader, she does not look like a 7th grader at all. She plays with a lot of confidence, and she's not bothered by anything that goes on out there. That's not normal for a 7th grader to come in and do those things, but she does. She comes in, knows where her role is. She can knock down open shots, and tonight made some big buckets for us. I hope that's another player that gets a confidence boost from a game like this, and we'll see what we can get from her going forward. Absolutely. Definitely seemed like the composure was out there. Congrats on a road victory in the region. Tough one to get. Congrats. Enjoy this victory. Thanks. I appreciate it, Josh. That's Brian Watson joining us on the Coaches Show on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Carol, Leslie, or Craig to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Thank you for joining us here on Your Live Event tonight as we wrap things up from the 54-48 win for Wahpeton on the road here tonight. They improve to 3-4 on the season, but 2-1 within the Region 1 standings. So a nice team-building victory for a young Wahpeton Huskies squad. They get it done. They stay composed down the stretch and get the victory against the Squirrels. And the Squirrels go to 4-4 on the season, dropping this one here by just 6 points. They've had some close ones. They've had some large blowout games in both directions. So the Squirrels trying to find their footing here in this 2025-26 girls basketball season. We'll see what they can put together moving forward. Shout out to Melena Ellenson for running camera here tonight in Castleton. And shout out to you, the viewer, for joining us here. Great to have you all on board, as well as our sponsors, Bank North on the scoreboard, Cass County Mutual, Taupe Insurance on the timeouts, Farmers Union Insurance, Wadsley and Kramer Agency for halftime, and then already handed out our Agassiz Precision Ag play of the game to Ashlyn Max, and the Enbridge Energy player of the game again was Woods, Claire Woods, not Scout. Scout's already graduated and did her own damage in Region 1, so Claire Woods with 21 points, and a double-double is your Enbridge Energy player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge Energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, Josh Boyko signing off from Castleton, 54-48, your final. Wahpeton on top tonight.